Hello and welcome. My name is Allison Dawson and I am the Student Development Specialist, English and Writing Tutor for ECTC's TRIO Student Support Services program, and I hope that all of you are doing well. Today I will be giving a brief virtual presentation titled Understanding the Oxford Comma. While this topic is one of controversy in the writing world, today's presentation will be entirely informative and provide examples that support each side, whether you are for or against the Oxford comma. In either case, it is my hope that you walk away from today's presentation with a greater understanding of the purpose and utilization of the Oxford comma. Let's begin with a few quick items to note, starting with the definition. The Oxford comma is the comma that punctuates the second to last item or before the and when you are listing items in a sentence. So for example, my favorite foods are pizza, chicken, and French fries. Well, the favorite food, the second to last favorite food is chicken. And so in between chicken and the word and would lie our Oxford comma, that red comma right there that the arrow is pointing to. But why the controversy? So the Oxford comma is a topic of controversy as different style guides advocate for or against utilizing it in writing. So the AP style guide does not require the utilization of the Oxford comma, while the Chicago Manual, MLA, APA, all those style guides require the comma. So depending on which style guide you're using, that might be the deciding factor. However, when it's all left to preference, we must be sure that the way that we go about listing our items when we're not utilizing that Oxford comma is clear for our readers to understand, because there can be some confusion created there. So let's take a look at what I mean by that in these examples that I've got. So our example for the rest of our presentation today reads, in reflection, Dawson thanked her teachers, Maya Angelou and Jodi Picoult, for inspiring her growth in writing. You will notice that there is no Oxford comma here, but the way that this sentence read sounded a bit confusing, didn't it? So pay attention as I read this portion again. Dawson thanked her teachers, Maya Angelou and Jodi Picoult. So what happened here is called an assumed apposition, and defined, this occurs when two items, usually noun phrases, in our case we have her teachers and Maya Angelou, are placed next to each other. And what results is that Maya Angelou identifies as one of Dawson's teachers, and that was not the intended thing to happen here. So there are a couple ways to fix that. First, just simply inserting that Oxford comma there. So we can see that we have three individuals, that Maya Angelou and Jodi Picoult are not Dawson's teachers. However, depending on style guide or preference, if we decide not to use the Oxford comma, there is a different way to handle this. And so at the top of this slide, you will see our original example there. In reflection, Dawson thanked her teachers, Maya Angelou and Jodi Picoult, for inspiring her growth in writing. Again, no Oxford comma there. However, our revised example reads, in reflection, Dawson thanked Maya Angelou, Jodi Picoult, and her teachers for inspiring her growth in writing. Again, no Oxford comma here. The difference in this is that we use the more specific individuals, the names, first, and we moved her teachers, as that is more of a vague term, last, as her teachers are not specifically stated. And that removes that assumed appositive and that confusion from our sentence so that our readers can understand it a little bit better without utilizing that Oxford comma. So just watch out for those cases and use caution, be careful there. A couple of helpful tips I'm going to leave you with today. Again, in the cases where those appositives create confusion, watch your order there. Specific first, vague last. And whether or not you choose to use the Oxford comma, show consistency through your writing. If you're going to use the Oxford comma, use it through and through. If you're not, use consistency with that as well. And as we conclude today, I'm going to leave you with a couple of resources as well. Khan Academy's video on the Oxford comma, great examples and explanations there. TED Ed's Grammar's Great Divide. The Oxford comma is another great video to check out as well for further guidance on this. And as always, if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me. My name, email, phone number, and availability are listed on this slide. I thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope that you have a blessed day.